Good morning, Super Agers. Waking up after 60 isn't just another sunrise, it's a second chance. But what if something hiding in your morning cup is quietly chipping away at your heart, your brain, or your energy? Sip by sip. Here's a startling truth. Every year, thousands of older adults face sudden strokes or heart attacks, not from fate, but from tiny, everyday habits. And one of the most dangerous? What they drink right after opening their eyes. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 7 popular morning drinks that could be sabotaging your health and showing you what to sip instead so you protect your heart, sharpen your brain, and stay one step ahead of aging. Your first drink of the day should be your shield, not a secret threat. So let's get smart, stay strong, and sip our way to a safer, longer life. Starting this morning. First on the danger list, energy drinks. They promise wings, but what they deliver could clip your life short. High in caffeine, high in sugar, and sky high in risk. Especially for aging hearts that deserve peace, not panic. Energy drinks might seem like a quick way to wake up and feel alive, but under the flashy labels and bold colours is something much darker. A fast-acting cocktail that pushes your heart and brain into overdrive. Here's what really happens inside you. That mega dose of caffeine jolts your nervous system, triggering a sudden spike in blood pressure. Your heart rate climbs, fast. Blood vessels constrict. Your heart starts pumping like you're sprinting, but you're just sitting at the table. Add in the sugar surge, and now your blood becomes thicker and more inflammatory. The result? A recipe for blood clots, strokes, and even arrhythmias. Irregular heartbeats that can be deadly. And here's the catch. For someone over 60, your body doesn't rebound the way it used to. Your arteries are more vulnerable, your brain is more sensitive. So what might be just a buzz for a 20-year-old could be a ticking time bomb for you. And let's not forget the crash. After the spike comes the slump, leaving you drained, dizzy, and often craving more. That's not energy. That's borrowed life force with a steep interest rate. So if you want real energy in the morning, skip the chaos in a can. Choose something that nourishes, not punishes. Because after 60, you've earned steady strength, not artificial spikes. And your heart? It deserves rhythm, not roulette. In second place, iced coffee on an empty stomach. It's cold, it's caffeinated, and it's a dangerous wake-up call for your heart, especially if your stomach hasn't had a bite. That crisp, chilled sip may feel like a morning luxury, especially in summer. But here's what your body feels: constriction, shock, and a cardiovascular system thrown into high alert. See, when you drink iced coffee first thing, especially without food, you're sending a mixed message to your body. Wake up fast, but with zero support. The cold temperature causes your blood vessels, especially the delicate ones near your heart and brain, to tighten suddenly. And in colder climates or winter mornings. That effect doubles. Your arteries clamp down, blood pressure rises rapidly, and circulation becomes uneven, like stepping outside into freezing wind without a coat. Now add caffeine into the equation, and your heart starts to pound harder, faster, and with no fuel from food to regulate the process. You're essentially revving an engine that hasn't warmed up. It's not just uncomfortable, it's risky, especially for superagers, because after 60, your circulatory system becomes more reactive. The chances of blood pressure, spikes, arrhythmias, and even mini-strokes rise dramatically when the body's natural rhythm is disrupted this way. And let's not ignore your gut. Cold coffee on an empty stomach can irritate your digestive lining, trigger acid reflux, and mess with hormone signals that balance energy and appetite. So instead of feeling refreshed, you feel jittery, lightheaded, and strangely, more tired later. Bottom line, cold brew may look trendy on Instagram, but your heart and brain aren't impressed. There's nothing wrong with enjoying coffee, but it needs to be warm, balanced, and never on an empty tank. Because after 60, you don't just drink to wake up. You drink to protect everything that keeps you alive. In third place, store-bought fruit juice. It looks bright, it sounds healthy, but don't let the label fool you. That bottle might be dressed like a fruit, but it behaves like candy. Every year, millions of people reach for a glass of store-bought juice thinking they're making a smart choice. Orange juice in the morning, that's what healthy people do, right? Wrong, especially after 60. Here's the truth the juice companies won't tell you. Most commercial fruit juices are stripped of fiber, overloaded with fructose, and pasteurized to the point where even the vitamins are half asleep. What you're really drinking? A concentrated sugar bomb that floods your bloodstream within minutes. Without the fiber that comes with real fruit, your body has no breaks. Blood sugar spikes fast, insulin races to catch up, and inflammation ignites across your system. And this isn't just about diabetes or weight gain. High sugar spikes in the morning are a direct hit to your vascular system. They stress your blood vessels, increase oxidative damage, and make it far easier for plaques to form and blood clots to appear, which raises your stroke and heart attack risk dramatically. Your brain, it suffers too. Sugar surges reduce mental clarity, slow down neurotransmitter function, and can lead to energy crashes by mid-morning, leaving you foggy, moody, and craving even more sugar. And here's the shocking part. Some 100% fruit juices have just as much sugar per glass as a soda. Even worse, some brands sneak in extra sweeteners under innocent-sounding names, like evaporated cane juice or natural fruit concentrate. Translation: it's still sugar, lots of it. So if you think fruit juice is helping your heart, brain, or immune system, think again. It's not fruit, it's fruit-flavored syrup. What's the smarter swap? Eat the real fruit, whole, with skin, fiber, and nutrients intact. Your body knows what to do with that, because when nature packages sugar, it includes the tools to process it safely. Your morning drink shouldn't be a trap. After 60, every sip should support your strength, sharpen your mind, and ease the load on your heart. In fourth place, diet sodas. They promise 0 calories, but the real cost could be your brain, your metabolism, or even your life. Let's be honest, the word diet makes it sound safe. No sugar, no problem, right? But here's the chilling reality. That fizzy, guilt-free can might be one of the most deceptive drinks in your fridge. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, and saccharin are the real stars of diet sodas. They trick your tongue with a sweet taste, sometimes hundreds of times sweeter than sugar. But your body, it's not fooled. Instead of satisfaction, these fake sugars send confusing signals to your brain, triggering insulin spikes, disrupting hunger hormones, and leaving you craving more food, not less. And it gets worse. Recent studies show that older adults who regularly drink diet sodas, especially women, face a higher risk of stroke and heart disease. Why? Because artificial sweeteners may alter how your blood vessels behave, increase inflammation, and mess with your gut microbiome, the very bacteria that help regulate everything from blood pressure to brain health. Think of it this way. Every sip of diet soda is a sweet-tasting illusion. Your body is preparing to process real sugar. Insulin is released, metabolism is activated, but there's no sugar coming. Over time, this mismatch can cause insulin resistance, weight gain, and dangerous spikes in blood pressure. It's not just bad science, it's biological chaos. And what about the brain? Emerging research links long-term consumption of artificial sweeteners to memory issues and higher risks of dementia. So while the soda may feel light, its impact on your mind could be shockingly heavy. Here's the bottom line. If you're over 60 and reaching for a diet soda thinking it's the safe alternative, it's time to rethink. You're not dodging sugar. You're diving into a chemical cocktail your body was never meant to handle. No calories doesn't mean no consequences. And when it comes to your heart, your brain, and your future, it's not worth the gamble. In fifth place, morning alcohol, even just a sip. A little wine with breakfast. That's not European sophistication, that's cardiovascular roulette. We've all seen the image: a gentle sunrise, soft music, a cozy breakfast, and a glass of something just for the flavour. But here's what that serene picture doesn't show: the strain, the spike, the silent damage. Because alcohol, even in small doses, affects your body differently first thing in the morning. Your liver is still waking up, your hydration levels are already low, your nervous system is adjusting, and then, bam, a sip of wine, a dash of whiskey in your coffee, or a shot of liqueur to take the edge off. But instead of calming your system, you've just poured fuel on a slow-burning fire. Here's what really happens. Alcohol in the morning gets absorbed faster because your stomach is often empty and your metabolism hasn't fully kicked in. That means a bigger punch to your brain, your blood vessels, and your heart in less time. It dehydrates you instantly, making your blood thicker and slower to circulate. A huge red flag if you're already dealing with high blood pressure or cholesterol. It also messes with your heart's natural rhythm, increasing the risk of arrhythmias, palpitations, and even atrial fibrillation. And for older adults, that risk is amplified. Your cardiovascular system doesn't bounce back like it used to. Even just a sip can tip the balance. Not to mention, alcohol blunts your alertness, fogs your decision-making, and can leave you more vulnerable to falls, confusion, or memory slips. Especially in the fragile hours after waking. And if you're thinking, I only drink good quality stuff, guess what? Your arteries don't care about the label. It's not about how expensive the bottle is, it's about when you drink it. Morning booze is not harmless. It's a hidden danger disguised as indulgence. And when your heart and brain are working every day to keep you strong, the last thing they need is a chemical curveball before 9 a.m. So if you love your life, your clarity, and your independence, save the glass for later or skip it entirely. Because sunrise should bring strength, not silent strain. In sixth place, overly strong black coffee. We get it. You love your coffee bold. But if it's too strong, too early, and too fast, your heart might not love you back. Yes, coffee has benefits. It's rich in antioxidants, helps with alertness, and even supports longevity in moderate amounts. But there's a big difference between a balanced brew and a nervous system ambush. Here's what many people don't realize, especially after 60. Your body's tolerance for caffeine shifts with age. Your liver processes it more slowly. Your nervous system is more sensitive. And your cardiovascular system is less forgiving. So when you reach for that extra dark, extra strong cup first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, you're not just waking up. You're launching a biochemical blitz. Strong black coffee contains high concentrations of caffeine that trigger a surge of adrenaline, the fight or flight hormone. Your heart rate spikes, your blood pressure shoots up, blood vessels tighten, and suddenly your body thinks it's preparing to run from a wild animal, when all you wanted was to check your morning emails. If you already have high blood pressure, a heart condition, or just want to stay sharp and steady, this kind of caffeine jolt is the wrong move. And let's talk rhythm, not music, but heartbeat. Too much caffeine can cause palpitations, irregular beats, and even atrial fibrillation in sensitive individuals. You might feel fluttering, lightheadedness, or that unsettling skipped beat sensation. That's not just uncomfortable, it's a signal your heart is under stress. And the worst part? Many people think, it's just coffee, I've had it for years. But bodies change, hormones shift. What worked for you at 40 may not serve you at 65. Add in dehydration, potential acid reflux, and anxiety or jitters, and your power cup quickly becomes a health hazard. So what's the solution? Don't give up your coffee, just learn to balance it. Start with a lighter roast, hydrate first, eat something small before sipping, and most importantly, time it right. Give your body 60 to 90 minutes after waking to naturally raise cortisol levels. Then bring in coffee as a gentle ally, not a caffeinated cannonball. Because after 60, strength isn't about intensity, it's about stability. And the best mornings start with a calm heart, not a caffeinated crisis. In seventh place, salted lemon water or salt-infused detox drinks. It's trending on wellness blogs, hyped by influencers, and praised by biohackers. But for older adults, it's a trend worth skipping. Fast. The idea seems innocent. A pinch of Himalayan salt, a splash of lemon, a glass of warm water, said to detoxify, energize, and balance electrolytes. But behind the buzzwords is a dangerous reality for anyone over 60. Salt, even in small doses, is powerful. And in the morning, when your body is at its most vulnerable, it can become a silent threat. Here's why. When you wake up, your body is naturally dehydrated. It's gone 7 to 8 hours without fluids. Your kidneys are in delicate balance. Your blood pressure is just beginning to stabilize. And then you flood your system with salt-infused water on an empty stomach. That's like throwing gasoline on a slow-burning fuse. The sodium triggers your body to retain water, which raises blood volume, and that means an immediate spike in blood pressure. For someone with even mild hypertension, that can tip you into dangerous territory before you've even had breakfast. And if you've got kidney issues, diagnosed or undiagnosed, this kind of salt load can overwhelm the filtration process, increasing toxin buildup instead of flushing it out. Let's be clear. There is no solid scientific evidence that adding salt to your morning lemon water detoxes anything. Your liver and kidneys already do that job, and they don't need a salty ambush to get it done. What they do need: clean hydration, gentle support, and balance. And don't be fooled by natural salt claims, whether it's pink Himalayan, Celtic sea salt, or exotic black lava salt. Your bloodstream still sees it as sodium chloride. Fancy name, same pressure-raising result. After 60, your body works harder to maintain equilibrium. A drink that might seem harmless or even healthy can quietly push you toward heart strain, fluid retention, and yes, even increased stroke risk. So if you want a morning ritual that truly supports your health, skip the salt, keep the lemon, add clean water, hydrate your cells without overloading your system. Because after 60, every decision counts, even what's in your glass. So, what should you drink in the morning? After all this, you might be wondering, if so many drinks are risky, what's actually safe? The answer? Simple, soothing, heart-smart hydration. A cup of warm lemon water, without salt, to gently wake up your digestion. A glass of room-temperature water to rehydrate your brain, your muscles, and your metabolism. A mug of herbal tea like ginger, chamomile, or hibiscus to calm inflammation and start your day with grace. No sugar bombs, no chemical chaos, no unnecessary pressure on your heart. Just clean liquids that love you back. Because when you nourish yourself the right way in the morning, you're not just starting the day, you're protecting your future. Every sip is a signal to your body. I care, I'm paying attention, I'm choosing strength. Let's wrap this up the right way. If this video opened your eyes or made you rethink your morning routine, give it a thumbs up. It tells YouTube you care about your health. Share it with a fellow superager who deserves to feel stronger every single day. And most importantly, subscribe for weekly wisdom that keeps your heart sharp, your brain bright, and your body aging like fine wine. Because the truth is, you're not done yet, not even close. You've still got decades of energy, vitality, and power waiting to be unlocked. You just need the right information and the right fuel. And before you go, tell us in the comments, what do you drink first thing in the morning? You might just inspire someone else to make a smarter, safer choice. So go ahead, raise a glass of real wellness, sip smart, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next video.